Here's what no one talks about. If your side hustle, your side business, whatever you want to call it, drains you, it will not last, meaning you won't make money from it. But if you do something that fuels you, that you're passionate about, that you can talk about on repeat day after day after day, you are going to be so much more motivated to show up for your business, to do it when it feels hard, and to make more money. So let's talk about finding that side hustle that works for your personality. Now, this is not to say you shouldn't do things that take you out of your comfort zone. That is not what I'm saying at all. But I am saying that the root of what you do should be fueled by something you are so passionate about that you have a story transformation that you can always go back to in your messaging. All of those different things will point you back to your why and will help you to push your offer to the masses, to the people that you want it to find, and make it that much easier to show up and serve. To start by telling you about a story where I felt completely misaligned in what I was doing. So, a lot of you know that I started out with the AI niche. And while I still love being able to give people, time-saving tool hacks and do demos on different tools that I'm using in the tech space and even in the AI space, I still love to show up in that way. It was not something that I could show up every single day and be excited about serving my audience with. It was something that I felt very drained by. So, what I did is I did this sharp pivot that was more rooted in my actual story. A lot of you know my story on how I had to basically tumble my way through how to figure out how to build and diversify my income because of a family crisis that we went through. And now, how I have over 7+ income streams and I teach other people how to do the same thing. I can show up about that like every single day, ready to serve. AI was just not that for me. And so that quickly started to drain me. And I wasn't able to really start to build this great offer ecosystem that was going to serve me in my sleep. But with SideBiz SLP, my course, the SideBiz Starter Kit, my more low ticket offer, my different freebies that I help people with podcasting with, like those things I could talk about every single day and really show up for people and serve them well. So I know firsthand what it's like to show up for something that really aligns with who you are versus something that's just trending. So let's dive into ways that you can match your SLP or other therapist personality traits with another income stream that actually fits how you're naturally wired. I thought this would be a really great video to show you that you don't need to do everything, right? You just need to get clear on at least one thing and just hit the ground running. So let's dive into it. All right. So, first things first, all of my introverts in the room, if you are someone who you don't really like, talking to people and really showing up in that one on one kind of way, maybe you should try digital products. And not only digital products, you can also do what I like to call DFY services, done for you services. So, this is like copywriting, graphic design, website design. These are all different. I mean, you definitely still have to interact with people. Like you really can't get away from people with some of these different side hustles that I'm going to talk about and just side businesses in general that I'm going to talk about. But there are definitely some income streams that lend more to the peopling side of things than others. And digital products and just kind of doing those things that can sell on repeat and done for you services are a little bit less peopling. And so if you're someone who just does not want to, do coaching and do those kinds of things, that is something that you can think of. So you can think about, selling on your own website. You can sell on like a Thrive cart. That's what I use. And I'll link my affiliate link down below for Thrive cart. And then there's also like teachers pay teachers. A lot of therapists sell on there. There's not a whole bunch of, despite the like customer service aspect of it and maybe some marketing, you don't have to do a whole bunch of peopling with that option. So if you're an extrovert, that's probably not what you would want to do. So let's go on to the next one, which is for my extroverts in the room. Okay, so for my people who got on the report card, won't stop talking, this is for you. So, quick story. I think I talked about this on another episode. In third grade, I think it was, or maybe second grade, my teacher, Miss DeLuca, shout out to her, can't find her anywhere, wish I could. She actually made, like, for Black History Month, we did like a play about Black history or like Black historic figures. And I played Oprah and I was like the host of it. And like, it was just so fun to look back on and have that story because Miss DeLuca like saw something in me, like the little chatty patty in me. She saw that I was going to be someone that is going to speak and is going to do a lot of those kinds of things. So it's just so funny. I like to always tell that story when I'm talking about like my extroverts in the room. So if you are like me and you love talking, you should definitely think about, podcasting, coaching, speaking. Those different things are going to really fuel that natural desire for you to show up in that way. And it's just really perfect for that one on one or group coaching, really. And for you to really serve people in that way, something that you feel naturally is something that you're really great at. So that's something to think about. Also, podcasting is a really good way to nurture your audience. I actually have a course called Therapist Podcast Accelerator that is going to teach you how to use podcasting for your business. And again, if you're an extrovert, you're going to love this business model and how you can really sell the things in your offer ecosystem on your podcast and make revenue that way. So we talk about guesting on the podcast. We talk about really marketing your podcast. I have podcast templates in there for Canva, all types of different things. So I will link all of that below for you to check out. There's also going to be a discount for you below as well. Also, for my people who love talking, speaking, and conferences, not only are you going to be able to use your gift by, speaking and teaching in that way, but you're also going to be able to connect with people. I love going to in-person talks and conferences and being able to connect with the people in the room. I can't tell you how many opportunities have came from not only the in-person speaking engagements, but also or not only the virtual speaking engagements, but definitely the in-person ones where you can literally like hand your business cards out. You can make those connections. Love, love, love in-person speaking engagements. If you are someone who lives by a spreadsheet, has a spreadsheet for every single thing that you do, you're very organized, you have a checklist for everything, you will probably like things like being a virtual assistant. You'll really like system setup and templates and all that kind of stuff. Maybe you're someone who likes to do something like that, because being a virtual assistant, there is so much attention to detail. There is so much, being organized and really helping people be successful in the back end of their business. That is definitely something you want to look into. This is also good for people who are a little bit more introverted, who really don't want to people as much. You really just work one-on-one with that business owner and you're assisting them in the back end of their business. Rosie Ott she owns Rosie Speech Solutions. She's a virtual assistant, SLP private practice owner as well. And she has a course within my offer SideBiz SLP all about being a virtual assistant. So I will also link SideBiz SLP below for you to get into that offer. There are so many lessons within SideBiz SLP where you can learn all these different paths to growing a sustainable side business, and being a virtual assistant is definitely one of them. And she even has a freebie offer as well that you can get within her lesson inside SideBiz SLP. Now, with being a virtual assistant, you can also like really niche into this. So you can be like a social media virtual assistant. You can be someone who does like just strictly email management. You can be someone that does like VIP days where you just help people with all of their systems and really set those things up as a virtual assistant just for like the day or something. You can get very creative with how you do that business. And it's really, really great for people who love that organization side of things. If you are someone who is just like a natural born creative, like you're always creating things such as like, you think it's fun to like create brands and things, you should be a graphic designer, a branding consultant. You can be like a website designer. That is something that you would really like if you are just a natural creative and you want to like itch that creative, or scratch that creative itch that you have. So if you have an eye for design, this is something that you would really like. Maybe you can create like digital graphics for people to use on their social media, or maybe they're using different graphics and things within their digital course or something like that. You can even create the brand for private practices and different SLP businesses or OT businesses or PT businesses. People are always looking for that service because it's like one thing that they don't have to think about when building their business. So definitely think about that if you are a creative and that's your personality type. If you are someone who loves a good DIY and you're like, I have built my own curriculums, my own frameworks, my own like systems and processes on how to do things, maybe with like AAC evaluations. Like I have a true tried and true process for how to do X, Y, and Z. You should lean into that and create like packages and guides and checklists and curriculums for people to purchase so that they can use all of your great DIY products. So that is definitely something to look into if you are someone who is very great at like building something from the start and packaging it beautifully for people to then use in their own practices as a school SLP, as a private practice SLP, and so on and so on. I hope this was helpful in getting you started in thinking about, really what is my personality type and what would lend well to building a sustainable side biz. Lucky for you, there are so many different lessons within Side Biz SLP where you can learn about all these different side biz paths. I have partnered with 7 SLP guest speakers within Side Biz SLP who talk about all these different paths. So, for example, Rosie talks about virtual assistants. There are lessons within there about private evaluations. There's a lesson in there about speaking engagements, building digital products. There's a lesson in there about coaching, like doing a paid coaching business. There's a lesson in there about so many different things that I definitely want you to get your hands on. So if you want help mapping out your next steps, definitely check out SideBiz SLP. I will link it below.